This is for all the girlies who have been through it, who have begged for the bare minimum, who have stayed in bad things for far too long, hoping that their man changes, seeing his potential, waiting for him to have a come to Jesus. Get out of it now, because as soon as you open up that space in your life to bring in an actual high value man that is here for it, that has done his work, that understands the prize that you are, that is not intimidated by your value, your life will change for the better. I always got to talk about this because if you go back and watch any of my videos over the last year, you will see that I have been through it too. I was with a narcissistic ex that cheated on me, that didn't want to give me the bare minimum, that gaslit me and made me feel crazy for asking for it. And as soon as I said goodbye to that man and let the trash take itself out, I opened up space in my life to bring in a man of my dreams. So I want to share with you the little things that he does so that you can see that what you're asking for, baby girl, is not too much. What you're asking for is the bare fucking minimum. And you deserve it. You deserve a man who appreciates you, who values you, who is not intimidated by you, and is not scared of the emotional capability that it takes to show up for you every damn day. So it is raining in Southern California, which we're all a little shook about because it doesn't really rain here ever, but 5 days solid in the weather forecast. This man on Monday walked me out to the car, sent me on my way to go to work, and I almost hit a car that was coming behind me, speeding behind me, but I'll be honest, I wasn't looking because I was so stressed out with so many things happening in my personal life. The rain was messing with me. I knew I was going to be late for work because of rain on the streets, and so I almost hit a car. I was so frazzled. He gets out of the car. He jumps out. He's like, baby, it's going to be okay. Like, you're going to be okay. He calls me the whole way to work to like talk me off the ledge, make sure I'm okay. And then when I get home from work that day, he pampers me, he makes me dinner, he wants me to relax, he wants me to be in a good emotional space, and he says to me, baby, I want to drive you to work tomorrow because I know you're stressed. And listen, I don't want you to stress about having to drive in the rain. I don't want you to stress about having to drive to work when you have so many things going on in your mind. I want you to just sit back and be a passenger princess. And that's exactly what happened. I said, okay, baby, I will let you do this for me because I have learned after struggling and being in survival with a man who won't even do the bare minimum that this is my time and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to just take what he gives to me and just pamper myself because I deserve it and I need it. I have been on the battlefield in the trenches with a narcissist for the last year. So I have a man here who wants to pour into me and wants to give me everything and make me a passenger princess for life. Yes, sir. So the morning comes, he runs out to the car ahead of time to turn on the heater and heat my seat, and then takes a load of my stuff out that he knows I'm going to take to work ahead of me. Then when I'm ready to go and not a moment later, he walks me out to the car, walks around to the truck. He's pulled it out of the driveway so that I don't have to squeeze in between cars and I have plenty of room to move into the car. He opens the door for me. There on the seat is this fluffy blanket that he bought for me just so that I can be a passenger princess. My coffee's there, my purse is there. He has filled my Stanley with ice water, put it in the cup holder ready for me to go. He has connected my phone to the auxiliary so that I can control the music the whole way there. And then he lifts me into the truck, gets me situated, shuts the door, walks around, and drives me to work. Now, it doesn't end there. After my nice, cushy, hour-long ride into work where I'm on my phone, I'm warm, I'm sipping my coffee, we're having amazing conversation. Meanwhile, he's dodging cars that are, people in Southern California don't know how to drive in the rain, so they're jutting in and out, and he has a million things happening, but he's talking to me, he's laughing with me, he's being affable, and he's being nice. He's not taking out his frustration on the weather, his road rage on people, on me, which my ex did. Which, if your man is doing that, stop. You're not an emotional punching bag for him to take out his road rage because he can't facilitate or stabilize his own emotions. Anyway, I digress. So we get to my work and there's 2 entrances and he passes the first entrance. And I said, why are you passing the first entrance? And he said, I got it, baby. Don't even worry about it. And I'm like, but and he goes, I'm pulling up to the second entrance so that I can pull around the back and your door will face the door of your office so that you don't have to walk around the truck to go into your office because there's puddles all over the floor. It's been raining. And he's like, I don't want you to have to walk in puddles. And so he pulls around to the second exit so that I can just get out of the truck and walk straight into work. And of course, he puts the truck in park, gets out quickly, comes around, opens the door for me, holds the umbrella, walks me up to the door of my school until I get in safely. It does not end here. Shall I go on? I have 3.5 minutes left to go. He comes back at noon. He works from home to take me to lunch. And the same princess treatment abounds at lunch. He is walking with the umbrella from the car into the lunch establishment, steering me gently so that I don't step in puddles. Meanwhile, he himself is stepping in puddles. He's wearing really nice leather boots and he's stepping in puddles so that I don't have to. And he's walking me around to the passenger side, opening the door, holding the umbrella in the little crack between the door and the car so that I don't get wet and my hair doesn't get frizzy because he knows I just blew dry it. And he lets me into the heated seated car and gets me on my way and then drops me back off at work, same way, then comes back at 3:00 to pick me up from work. All the same mannerisms abound. And we go pick up our kids and then he makes me dinner that night. Like, it never ends when you're with a man that values you. He shows you in every deed, every minute of your life, how much you matter, how much he values you. He never takes for granted the fact that he has you. And it is not too much to ask. A man in his masculine has pride and purpose in taking care of you and meeting all of your needs. So I'm just going to tell you, this was a random Monday day in the life of me with a high value, high quality man. And do not settle for less. Get rid of the dusty, because as soon as you do that, you can call in a relationship like this.